If you want. Yeah.
1, 2, 3,
My baby don't dance around because I find the feeling because I don't know how. By now you should know that it's sloppy top on the Tuesday now. Welcome back to the podcast. I am your host, Carlitos Papitos, on this another episode of the Sloppy Top Podcast. And with me I have my co-host.
Dude, I want to do a full musical podcast that starts like that. It's your boy Chuck Nasty, and I love musicals.
I realistically think I can make my life as a jingle writer any day.
Dude,
about
no,
anything.
but I want to do an entirely rhythmic episode.
I mean, if you really want to get down into
But
production,
I would need to rehearse.
if
It
you,
would need to be rehearsed.
no, I think we'll be okay. I think if we came full improv, we just had the beats and the costumes. We just spent more money on costumes than we did
Costuming
actual.
is everything.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, if we look great, people will think that we.
Have you
dance
seen
great.
Hamilton?
I started watching Hamilton and I fell asleep.
Shout out Disney Plus.
Yeah. So we want to shout out our sponsors before we get too far into our podcast. First and foremost, if you're watching us, you can catch us on createmusicart.com and we'll go to the Create TV little banner up on the top corner. Also, you can find us on Facebook by searching Sloppy Top Podcast or looking up Create Music Art on the search screen. That's pretty tight. We also are brought to you by two wonderful hot sponsors. The first one is Oak City Hot Sauce out of Raleigh, North Carolina. Oak City Hot Sauce is chef inspired and produced. It's all locally sourced products straight from here from North Carolina. You can find them at 40 different locations across North Carolina, 40 different Harris Teeter locations that is across North Carolina, and on Amazon.com, or you can find them at their website at oakcityhotsauce.com. Brent, do you want to talk about our second sponsor?
All right. Yeah. We're in here. We got Bear Dance Market. I don't know where to start, but bottom line is it's a cool place. They have the best CBD that I've ever seen and or had the pleasure of tasting in my lungs. But bottom line is Bear Dance Market is an independently owned dispensary-style CBD shop located in Southwest Virginia, committed to making CBD as accessible and as affordable as possible. So we got all this good stuff. It's all reasonably priced, and it's super good.
Yeah, and it's all, once again, super local to the area in Virginia that they're located in.
They also offer free virtual CBD consultations for those that would prefer to shop from home and who are not local to New River Valley, which also we might be going to visit our sponsor soon, and it's going to be super fun.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty cute. We're going to go up there. We're going to be dressed like cowboys.
Yeah.
And
I'm just gonna soak it all in. I'm gonna have a delicious organic smoothie.
I'm going to finger
Two
gun.
cuties with smoothies.
Yeah, two cuties with smoothies while I'm finger gunning everybody.
Yeah,
obviously. Yeah.
But once again, Bear Dance Market.
These two fingers created a family.
Oh, but Bear Dance Market bringing us the delicious quality CBD.
Yeah. So what are we sampling today, Brent?
We're gonna do this auto sweetened pre-roll.
Yeah. We're going to do an auto sweetened pre-rolled, and then we're also going to sample.
Do the Jubilee.
Let's start with the Jubilee first.
The Jubilee. Yeah.
Yeah, so pretty good stuff. Once again, shouts out to our sponsors. So how was your week?
We'll get to my week. We need to go back to our musicals. Because I don't know if you remember, but we were kind of writing a musical that's very charged in an emotional way that we won't really get into right now.
What musical?
Papa. Oh, okay.
Papa, please don't. Papa, please don't make me go back to dancing practice.
Papa, please.
So yeah, I think that'd be great. Before
No,
we,
but we need to write. We
but-
need to write a comedy musical.
Wait, we have to. We're jumping. We're jumping.
No musicals.
I know, but we gotta bring somebody in first.
Oh.
So we, as you know, as when we took.
I'm ready to. I'm in first gear gas, and it's spinning tires.
Yeah, you're spinning tires. So listen, bro. As you know, when the Sloppy Top Boys took a break, we took a break last week too. We took a break to go into the deep, dark realms of the political world to pull back out our political advisor. You know him as Twanatronics.
We found them at a board meeting for Amazon.
Yeah, he was there to being like, we need more face masks and we need more Prime drivers now.
He was appearing at the board meeting on behalf of his boy, personal friend Jeff Bezos.
AKA Lex Luthor.
But that's neither here nor there. Don't worry about his connections. We can't get you on the inside. Twan. Hello.
Hello.
Jeff Bezos is real. I'm not.
Dude, Jeff Bezos has probably the most expensive polished head in America, in the world. How much do you think he spends on just hair care products to make his hair have, or his head have that classic Jeff Bezos shine?
Actually, since he's a robot and it's metal, it's pretty easy.
He just goes to AutoZone.
It's a fresh spray.
AutoZone. It's a
just-
microfiber
it's
rag.
No, it's a
a guy named Pedro with the extra, elbow grease to get the job done.
quick.
It's
buff.
a ceramic seal, maybe a butter wax combo.
Right.
You let it dry, buff it off.
That's
You get a fucking soft, smooth shine.
yeah, and then you got to put some kind of covering on it. You know what I mean?
No, the amount of programming that must have gone into.
Now
him
the
going to
Winstraw,
Congress
the
other day
Winstraw
was
he's doing
amazing.
eradicated any hair that he did have left.
You know that man wakes up whenever the fuck he wants and then starts working? That's like one of his things. Like, don't call him until he wakes up. That's gangster.
Yeah, that's pretty. That's a boss move.
That's a boss move. At that point, like, dude, you would think that someone with like that much money just would be like up at 4 a.m. just grinding, but nah, dude. Jeff Bezos, which is what I would call him because I would kiss him on the lips. He
That's like your handshake.
yeah, I
It's
mean,
just
it's cultural.
You think that's
Oh,
why?
it's is that
You think that's why his
is
wife
that a
left him?
Colombian thing?
Because he wouldn't wake up for her.
Oh, shout out,
Shouts
home.
out.
She got 70 bill.
Dude, she made out.
She
with
got
it
like
killing.
70, 80 bill, dog.
Dude,
he
who's-
had 160. Now she got 80.
Is it
son.
Master P's? Is it Master
What?
P's wife who's trying to get a divorce from him? And he's
No,
like,
no. That is it's not Master P. It's Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre.
It's Dr.
It is
Dre.
Dr. Dre.
Oh.
And he had a secret
He had
prenup.
a prenup that she was like, I don't even remember signing this,
And he's like, well, you did.
but you did.
And
Sway.
so, like, try to come from my $1 billion empire.
Yeah.
Because you
Sway.
ain't getting it.
Yeah, and that motherfucker straight up like. So now she's trying to like argue it in court, saying that it was illegal because she doesn't actually remember signing the said document. Slick though. He's still willing to cut her out some money, but he's not willing to cut her, half that bill.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
I'd have a handwriting analyst in there and be like, "Yo, is that her shit?" It's like, "Yes, that's her shit."
Nah, bro. She said she slightly remembers signing it. That's where she fucked up. She said,
ooh.
but she doesn't remember what mind state she was in to sign it.
No,
So,
she has no plausible deniability.
you know what I mean? 20. You want some of this CBD?
Yeah.
Here you go. But yeah, dude. So that'd be nuts. But I don't know, man. Like, I feel like if I had that much money, a prenup would definitely be on my list of things.
Yo.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
I just don't know enough about being that wealthy to be like, oh, yeah. She's never taken it from me, man. It's like, I've never imagined
Yeah.
having that much money. So
I was
I'm
like, what's Kristen gonna take?
I
Like,
guess I should, huh? Should I? You know what I mean?
I'd be so upset if Kristen just took my subs. Like, that was like, she was like, well, you can keep the top of the, you can keep the 12s, but I'm gonna take the subs.
I'm taking the low end.
The
You
low
can't
end,
bang
yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
You can
I'm
bang
taking,
a little
I'm
bit.
taking the
but you
part
can
that
bang-
slaps.
You can't bang
yeah, I'm
hard.
gonna take the slap.
Yeah, and it's all just, and they're powered by the sub, so like the
Good.
amps in the sub, so
Good.
lovely. But yeah, but fucking
Okay,
what's
You
up?
said butt fucking.
What's up?
the Sloppy Top musical.
Oh, yeah, Sloppy
I'm
Top.
back, dude. I'm being serious.
Okay, so I
Because
really
you really did forget about Papa. and like
Papa,
we started
please
with a
no.
musical introduction, and I just like it sparked something inside of me that I need to address, and it's when are we making a musical?
So what would
And when we do, we will have an open casting call. You better bring the best.
yeah, we're looking for the best talent from
The best.
Southeast. Well, because we're not recruiting anywhere else. Because this is a cowboy classic, and I'm telling you, the boys right now. So this is the premise. Look, so the Sloppy
Wait,
Top.
what kind of cowboys?
Listen, the Sloppy Top boys own a Buffalo ranch, right? It's called Slopperose Brothers Buffalo Ranch, right?
Where is the ranch?
That's gonna need some work.
Cary, North Carolina, because the middle of RTP. This is where it becomes an issue. This is where it becomes an issue. All the tech companies want us out, but we're just trying to raise your buffalo the only way we know how. Yeah, the only way that we know how.
Okay,
This way.
this
This way.
sounds like a major motion picture more than a musical.
Yeah.
Because the cowboy story that Sloppy Top would be.
No, so listen, so it's like part musical, part movie. So then so we have to have somebody who plays like the tech mogul who wants us out, you know? And he's like, why are these cowboys herding buffalo on my land?
But how would we get
But they-
Joaquin
but
Phoenix?
they're like
oh my god! Oh my
You know what
god!
I'm saying?
Oh my
You
god!
get it
No,
now?
dude.
Now you get it?
I think I got that on I think we just captured me going.
It makes sense now, right?
And then I see the guy in a suit, and he's like, "Get out of my way!"
Yeah, he's like,
and
this-
he's like, he's got his fucking AirPods in, rocking it out, and then this other dude, assless chaps,
Yeah.
Of course.
cowboy boots, flannel, maybe sleeves cut off.
Dude, no, and he's just looking up, and he has a
It's
straw.
Lil Nas X.
It's Lil Nas X, and he has a straw. He has a straw in his
Lil,
mouth,
It's Lil Nas X.
and he's looking
Oh,
up. He's like,
I missed the swoop. Fuck.
oh no, so hear me out. So look, so it's like we're gonna do like a cut scene where it's like the dude singing from the mirror from like the top floor of this fucking tech company down onto this field, and it's like this cowboy guy singing back up. But then at the end, they fall in love.
Platonically.
Yeah,
No,
platonically.
platonically.
Yeah.
Literally.
They become business partners?
It's so let up like it's sexual, and then right when you expect the last moment kiss, they just go in for a hug and be like, "All right, man, call me tomorrow."
Let's shake on it.
No, dude, not even that. It's
No,
just,
they
like,
just
it
get
looks-
like a
It's
informal
just
hug.
like a really intense scene where they're just staring at each other, right? Like boom, 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 and then it's just like it's pouring rain, and then it cuts. It cuts, right? And then you just see kids running in a field, and then you just see the two guys singing on chairs together, and you're like, oh my god,
And then
they
the
have adopted.
buffalo.
Wait, no, hold on. You're like, oh my god, they're like adopted kids or something, you know? Like they fell in love, and then their respected partners come and sit next to them, and they become best friends, and that's their kids playing with one another, and the Sloppy Top musical brings us all to harmony.
And then
Buffalo farmers
the
and tech
buffalo
people.
run
in the- yeah.
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 Okay, you did slip back into major motion picture as opposed to stage production, but I like where your head's at, and we can adapt it.
Yeah, I mean, anything's adaptable. And they
Yeah.
can make Shrek a musical, we can make this a musical.
Well, yeah, exactly.
But talking about Buffalo, I went to Lazy Five Ranch on Friday. So if you don't know what that is, it's in Mooresville, not Morrisville, but Mooresville.
Mooresville.
Over by Charlotte.
Like
and shit.
shitty Charlotte.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a fucking drive-through zoo. And dude, they have like ostriches, emus, and terrifying other animals.
How would Carol Baskin feel about that too?
Carol Baskins would unleash the tigers.
Were there any big cats?
Dude, no big cats. Just giraffes though.
Oh, then
and,
she
like-
she wouldn't.
But
give a
bro,
fuck
like
then.
it was honestly kind of tight. So like they had like these crazy longhorns that would just like come up to your car.
Dude, you
And,
tried
bro,
to hit me up about the yak,
About the
and I
yak.
was walking into a job.
So hear me out. So we're in this tiny ass fucking Avalon, Aveo, Chevy Aveo.
Yeah, the Aveo.
Dude, teeny tiny Aveo. And this fucking longhorn thing comes up, bro, and the horns itself gap the car. And the dude just like pushes into the car and tries to eat fucking bucket. No, dude, yeah. And
Does
then,
he have a big ass crazy creep tongue?
dude, they would turn their head and go,
and they would
then,
just
dude, yeah,
gobble
fuck
it
yeah.
up.
Even if you didn't have food, they would just stick their head in there and be like, all right, like really brave
9 times out of
motherfuckers.
10, 9 times out of 10, when I stick my mouth in that, I get food.
Yeah, I was
So-
like, I was gonna tell Kristen I was gonna kiss one. I kept telling her, I was like, next one that comes in here and locks eyes with me first, has to lock eyes with me first. I'm gonna kiss it.
And then I'm going mouth to mouth.
Yeah, but if it chomps me, I'm punching it. But dude, yeah, so that shit was crazy, and honestly, it was like it took like an hour and a half.
What's up
and-
with the giraffes?
dude? So the giraffes are behind a separate little cage, but like you can pull up to them and like feed them and shit, and that shit's tight. But there was like people who did it in pickup trucks, which I thought was really fucking cool. So like everybody would sit in the pickup truck and have their buckets, and the animals would be like, but yo, these ostriches, assholes.
Oh yeah, fucking ostrich.
Dude, yeah, I actually had to feed an ostrich because so my wife's biggest fear in life is deer.
No shit.
Dude, like
Wait,
her-
wait.
Yeah, it's a lifeless eyes.
Who?
Kristen, my wife. Her
Why?
biggest fear is life is I can't explain it. I'm terrified of birds. So,
let's
my biggest phobia is birds.
dude,
I
and
am
those are two
terrified
things
of
that we
birds.
could hunt, and it would be responsible for us to.
Yeah, but I would never touch a bird, dead or alive. I'm a
Dude, if
pussy.
you shot it, I'll retrieve it.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, we'll make that pack right now.
Will you eat it?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm murk chickens. You know what I mean?
What?
I'll murk dead birds, but like,
Wait,
but if they're like
would
still
you,
like covered in feathers and stuff, like I'm not touching it.
would you do a traditional
Anamorph. It has to be like
Would you
basically
do-
like
would
an
you do a
anamorphic figure.
chicken? Raise it from a chick. Then when it gets
So-
nice and healthy, you gotta forget about whatever name you gave it and all the memories, cause it's going on the dinner table tonight.
So
and then you gotta go,
I got
or
really
you gotta
brave.
chop its head off, and then it runs around, and then you gotta boil it and pluck it, and then
When we first moved
You-
out here,
Are you ready for that?
yeah, listen. So when we first moved out here, I got a really crazy surge one day where I was like, I'm just gonna buy a duck and get over this fear, and I'm just gonna raise this duckling, and it's gonna be my fucking boy, and I'm just gonna get over my fear of birds.
Because you saw
And-
some YouTube
dude,
or some Facebook.
Yeah,
video.
and then I went to like Tractor
TikTok.
Supply. No, dude, I went to Tractor Supply by myself, and I went to go look at the chicks and had a mini panic attack.
He's like, these are all little tiny pieces of fear.
Yeah, dude, I was like, I can't do this. I can't do this. Like, fuck that. So, back to that story. So, dude, they have like regular like white-tailed deer, and they have like little tiny Sika deer. But dude, they have these fucking monstrosity deers that I don't even know what kind of breed it is. But like
Reindeer?
no.
Axis
No,
deer
no,
is
no,
pretty
no.
big.
It might have been Axis deer, dude, because that bitch was huge.
Axis deer is pretty big, but it's not like it's not insane. They're significantly smaller than elk, but elk are fucking
Yo,
giants.
So we had these buckets of food, right? And this deer just fucking jams his head in Kristen's side. And, Kristen's so scared, she runs back into the fucking shifter and puts the car into reverse. And we almost roll into another car. Because she's like, drive, drive, drive. And I didn't notice that she shifted the car backwards, right? And we just went, and there's just like a row of cars behind us. Like, shit was
man.
so bad. So bad. But thank God, luckily, those people were like busy feeding a cow. Baby Carlos punched a cow.
Good.
he said, "Get off me,
Well, he didn't notice it was there and turned around and went, eh.
dude." I totally
Excellent.
yelled at your kid in his face, and he got pretty upset about it.
You think?
Yeah, I wonder.
Whatever, fuck you. You were right there with me yelling at him as well. What are you gonna do? Huh? Are you tough, little kid? And then he was like, at first he was like, he was like down, and then it just downturned real quick.
What's the most tragic time you ever had to poop? Like a situation where it was like a risky time you had to poop and you had to make do. Talk about it now because we're about to bring up an article.
All right, I have a couple.
Okay, go ahead.
This is actually one of my craziest, like, I think earliest memories, so it might be grossly inaccurate. But I remember it. I still lived in New Mexico,
Okay.
which is where I was born, in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
So Brent,
It's a fucking state, by the way, because apparently a lot of dum-dums, numbheads, don't know. And they're like, wait, what? You're from where? I'm like, New Mexico. And they're like, ow.
New Mexico, all Mexico is the
So,
same to me. I
so
don't care what you
was
tell
going.
me.
I was going to the after school or like summer program. Oh fuck, this is crazy. It's called YWCA.
Young Women's Christian
Yes.
Association.
Yes.
Of course.
Because
Classic.
they had like epic camp. It was wild, son. It was dope as shit. I was always trying to get her on this fucking jungle gym, jumping off this shit, climbing and swinging. It was dope. And so I was getting picked up. My mom was supposed to pick me up, but then Rick had to pick me up. And it ended up being like 45 minutes late. And I was like, I have to poop right now. I have to like dead serious poop right now. And this is like 5 minutes into the car. And we're like on the freeway. And he literally takes the first exit, pulls off, and then he's like, all right. And then it's like literally by like some bushes. And I was like, what?
He's like, yo, just take a shit.
I was, yeah. Yeah, dead serious.
Dude, it's like when we went disc golfing.
He was like trying to get me to do it. Yeah, but I'm like way older.
No, but when we went disc golfing with our boss and
Yeah,
his
yeah,
son
yeah.
had to do it and he had to tell his son to do it and he was like, what? What do you mean I just shit in the woods? Like, he's like, we're in the woods. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not an animal. Like,
No, that's what I'm saying. I was way older than him, and it was like in a semi-residential area.
you're just out there just dropping a shit.
Yeah, well, and then I like pooped a little bit, but not all the way, and then I just freaked out, and I was like, okay, I'm done. And then I just held it until I got home.
Dude,
I pooped a little bit, but that was like the highest stress, lamest poop scenario. Everyone after that is just like, shit, dude, if I got to shit,
All right,
make it work.
We're gonna make it work. So hear me out. So
And then you just got to make it work.
the reason we're talking about poop, guys, is we're getting to this. It's an article. We're
You
getting-
shot yourself at one point in your life. What's bad? You know?
No, hear me out. So hear me out. So the first day I was actually working this truck job, my boss was like, hey, yo, I know this gas station makes the best sandwiches in the world. We're going to go get some before we even start our day. So I pull up, dude, like 7 a.m., ate a Philly cheesesteak out the gate. Like, that was the first thing I put in my stomach, bro. Like, it fucked me up. And so
Carlos got a touchy tummy.
yeah, I got a touchy tummy. And so we got to this stop, and it was a refrigerator on the 3rd floor of this dude's apartment, right, dude? So we get there, I put the gate down, I get the refrigerator out, and then my stomach just goes, and I'm like, oh shit, man, like this isn't good. So I was like close enough to like the main office that I was like saying, like I was like, yo, I told my bosses, I was like, I'm gonna go over here and try to use the bathroom, and I'll be back. So I went, dude, the office wasn't open. I was panicked. I came back, stomach kept turning the fuck up, bro. And I was like, yo, I gotta go. So I looked, and like I noticed along like the fence line that there was like a fence, right? But at the top of the fence there was like barbed wire, so I couldn't climb over that fence. So I looked along, and then I noticed that like on the floor near the end there was kind of like a pull up where like I guess like teenage kids and ruffians were scooting in and out of this like whatever, like to go underneath to go to this train track thing that was right behind it. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just slide under this bitch real quick, and I'm just gonna go take a shit in the woods. So, bro, I'm like going underneath this fence. I'm like holding the fence up. I'm like crawling underneath it. And then out of nowhere, I get to a point where like I can't hold on anymore. And I just like let go for some reason. And the fence goes through my, like snaps back. And like the fucking bottom parts of like the fence go through my shirt and like pin me down. And I'm like stuck in this fence like halfway.
You got to back out.
Dude, that's what you think. But I tried to. And the way that the fence was positioned. So imagine, hold on a second, I'm gonna talk loudly. Imagine that this is my back. The things were like arched into me like that. So when I tried to back out, it was like pushing in.
Oh, well, then go forward.
So hear me out. Yeah, so this is where I lived in this decision. So dude, the pressure of that and then the full blown
You just
turd.
pooped.
Dude, no, hear me out. I was like, dude, I'm not gonna suffer this. And I was like, I just got to deal with the consequences and rip through this. And so I just pulled myself through, fucked up my whole shirt, cut my whole back, dude. My back was
Yeah,
like,
no, that's what I'm saying. You take the cuts, whichever direction you got to go to open it up.
dude, and then immediately like turned or like first tree right there behind me, squatted around and blasted off, right? Then on the way out, I found another way out that was easier to get out, but then I couldn't get in from there, you know what I mean? So I got out. I'm walking back to the truck.
Smelling like shit.
No. Hold on. I'm going back to the truck, back bleeding, feeling defeated, whole chest covered in mud. Dude, like first day on the truck type shit. And I look up, and I see the customer staring at me. Bro, just straight looking at me. Like, I know he saw me get pinned.
Whole thing.
Yeah, I know he saw me run around the bush and squirt. Like, I know he saw me do all
the
that shit.
whole thing.
Great.
And watched it as my other two partners got the fridge up to the 3rd floor and installed it. Like, that much time took place in this. So now we're talking about this because in England last week, the Amazon delivery driver was caught on a Ring camera taking a dump in this lady's garden. So he was making a delivery he was making a delivery around the area, and similar situation.
Twan's a huge advocate for Big Brother surveillance of everything you do through Nest and Ring.
Yeah. So this guy had like she was
endorse that statement.
like chilling.
It's all satire.
Yeah, she was like chilling, inside her house, and then like her like camera notifications were going off on her phone, and she like looked on the camera and noticed this dude just like sprinted through her yard, bro, and just like squatted in her yard and just took a full blown poo.
Like, can she be pissed though?
Yeah. What do you mean? What
Can
the
she?
fuck? 100%.
Twan, with
It's
your
natural.
previous experience,
No, I know.
come on.
I know. No. I deal with it every day. It's like, it's like in the middle of the pandemic when everything is closed, everything that we're like, look, people that are out working, HVAC workers, Amazon delivery drivers, people like that, like, where do they shit during the day?
I'll tell you
Fucking
where.
sheets, dude.
Yeah.
Now.
I was about to say sheets, dog.
Yeah.
Sheets.
That's the only thing that's open.
You got to shit at the sheets.
Shout
like,
out Sheets.
I don't know what's up in England.
Sheets
like,
is
are
out
they
here
What do they
grinding.
have open in England? Where is this dude supposed to go?
Listen, mate, this guy had his tummy was rumbling. He had a little too many Jaffa cakes.
He was
and he
English
had
Carlos.
to take a nasty shit. All right?
Constable.
Constable.
Oh,
So, yeah,
God.
so this lady actually called the constables, and the cops showed up, and
Constable, somebody
actually-
shat in my front yard.
they actually didn't charge him for anything. They were like,
Dude,
"Look."
you can't do that.
Yeah, they're like, listen, bruv. Listen, bruv. You can't be shitting in this lady's yard, bruv. And he was like, sorry, mate. Sorry, bruv.
I'm just trying to make a paycheck.
I was just trying to make a check, that I shouldn't have eaten that sausage roll. It was a bumbleclot, It was a bad tune.
Yo, fish and chips.
I wish
will
I knew
fuck you up.
conversion so I could like make some wage joke, but I don't know. I'm only making 15 quid today.
So the funniest thing I think that ever happened was one of our coworkers got in trouble for ripping leaves off this customer's bush and putting them inside their mailbox, and they caught that on some Ring camera. But dude, the funny thing
Why
about
the fuck
but
did
the
he
funny
do
thing about the
that?
bush was it was a bush this guy was doing research on for like 10 something plus years, and Amir was just like, this dude was just ripping.
Why the fuck did he do that?
Because they were waiting on the customer to get there, so he was ripping the leaves and throwing them at his partner, and then was like taking the leaves and like putting them in the guy's mailbox, and then was like swinging from his branches on the trees, and there's like a Ring camera, like,
What a
bro,
fucking dipshit.
it was hysterical.
And it's a
Yo,
bush that had been
everybody
in.
has a camera.
That was a bush that was intentionally cultivated and grown for research.
Idiot.
Dude, yeah, but like that was pretty fucking funny.
I mean, my
And
God.
then also-
I mean, he would never know that it was a research tree.
Yeah, and then
That was my science project. I started growing that in 10th grade.
Yeah, there's no way to know.
you better get creative now if you're ding dong ditching is something I've thought about too. You know what I mean?
Yo,
That,
no.
like-
Kids just still do it.
I feel you.
And it's fucking really ridiculous, and I think it's even more
But that's what I'm
like
saying.
a part of it that they know that they're getting
Ding dong ditch, but I think
on camera.
Yeah, but
and
they-
so these kids end up on the Neighbors app. I watch the Neighbors app all the time. There is a ding dong ditcher on the Neighbors app every fucking other day.
dude,
That's like some people's entertainment is just watching Neighbors app and just seeing
I would-
what's scurrying around their neighborhood, and they're like, I'm a little suspicious. They're like, just kidding. That's Sharon.
yeah, that's fucking hysterical.
That's Sharon with the stupid hoodie on.
But yeah, I guess
Nike Pro.
I guess the moral of the story is if you got a poopy and you're working, just ask the customer. Dude, I have straight took a dump at a customer's house before. And they waited outside
never
the
did
door.
that.
They waited outside the door one time, and that was the most uncomfortable poop I've ever had in my life.
That's really ridiculous.
Dude, I think she was
I've
like
never pooped.
And the crazy thing was, I think she was like listening to see if I was gonna like shift through her shit, and I was just like literally like, dude, I was on a military base. I was on a Marine base. I'm not gonna say which Marine base, but I was on a Marine base,
A big one.
a big one.
A really big
A big one.
Maybe
By-
south of here.
why- by
Maybe-
the ocean.
Maybe east of
Yeah.
here.
All right. So I was
southeast.
there, and I was.
It was 29 Palms.
And I had to. So yeah, I had a shit, and I this lady literally like stood outside the door to the point where like I think she got distracted by something, and when I opened the door, she was like, and then she was like, "Oh, fuck,
That's a stinky poo poo.
that's a stinky poo." Yeah. Oh yeah. So have you seen that?
Dude, okay, can we talk? Can I bring up something? And
Mhm.
okay,
Yeah, go ahead.
never
Yeah.
mind. I want to go to this.
All right.
I forgot. Never mind.
What was the most memorable time that you can think about a party getting busted up? Like one time that you think that like you were chilling somewhere and like the feds or something.
No, I did go. I did go to this crazy party where we show up and there's like people jumping in the pool, like full scape of like a group of people, summertime bathing suits, right? Then there's like a straight up MMA fight happening with a dude in a referee suit, and these dudes are wearing like gloves and they're wearing like trunks and shit. And then there's like 4 games of beer pong. Shit's chaos on the inside. I'm at this party for all of like 30, maybe 45 minutes. I'm choking down 4 locos like it's my job.
That's dangerous.
Oh, it was incredibly dangerous. I made many poor decisions, but boy, did they feel good, and it seemed like a good time, I guess. But, dude, when it got shut down, it got shut the fuck down. They put the big boys up front with their fucking exterior body armor and shit, and they're like, all right, this shit's fucking over. I really, honestly, have no bearing of where it was. Like,
nice.
at all. But it was like, dude, they brought the big boys in, and then, like, dude, 15 to 20 dudes were there. But they weren't busting anybody. They're like, it's over. Just get the
Everybody
fuck
get
out of
outta
here.
here.
Yeah, get
Dude,
the
so-
fuck out of here.
I was like probably 17 at the time, and I was in Wilmington, and I ended up going to this party, and all I remember is like somebody just yelling cops, and everybody ran to the fence. And I remember I was
And got
at-
choked
dude,
up.
dude, I remember like I went over the fence. I saw everybody going over the fence, and then I looked back, and I saw this heavier set dude just trying to get over the fence and couldn't, bro. And I looked at him and I
That
said,
poor dude.
"He's not getting caught, bro. He's like, this is not how this."
I'm coming for you,
Dude,
dog.
dead
This
ass.
is not how it ends for
Dude,
you.
I've aided.
Dude,
Brent
yeah,
road
I was
parties,
like,
I've
fuck
aided
that.
people. I'm
And
like,
I
yo,
was
yo,
like,
yo.
I literally hopped back over and I said, look, I said, I'll get you across
I've
this
been the
fence.
big boy.
I said, I'll get you across this side of the fence. You got to figure out how to get over the next one. I got to go. And so I just helped yeet him over, and he fucking fell flat on his tummy.
Right on
It
his
was-
tum tum.
Yo, I was at the beach one time.
And the crazy thing was, is the cops straight up were like, we're not trying to give y'all tickets. Like,
Yo,
and
yo,
like,
the cops are always trying to say that shit. Yo, I was in Myrtle
fuck outta
Beach.
here.
We're partying. This was, dude. They come in, and home dude comes into the room I was in and says, "Yo, the cops are here, but it's cool. They're just looking for a dead body." And I'm like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
Wait, hold on.
Yo,
Hold on. Let me fill the outsider perspective story.
we were partying.
Well, I
it was
wasn't
spring
there.
break.
Yeah, but it was 2 titans coming to battle. And that's what resulted in it was just such a prolific and somewhat violent altercation that they're like, we're expecting someone dead. But it was
What?
just these 2 dudes fighting.
What?
Dude, the
No, like
I thought
literally.
that's why the cops came.
No. Literally, they came all in tactical gear, searched every room in the house, just like head in, like flashlights, head in. They were literally looking for a dead body. They had a report of a dead body, and they were going house to house. They were looking for something. They said that there was some dead body at a party, and so they were literally going house to house.
Who is
Spring
out
break
here? Like,
party.
what kind of
It was the
creepy goth
craziest thing I've
people
ever
are
heard
you
in
think
my
are just chilling around
fucking
a
life.
dead body? Like, ooh, yeah, we dance
Yeah,
around
we listen
this
to
body.
The Cure and we kill each
Yeah.
other and then we party around it.
You know what I
No,
mean?
It was
Like-
nuts. It was the craziest thing. It was the craziest thing I've ever dealt with at a party in my life. I was literally in bed with somebody. And
So you
it's
ready to
like,
hear it?
Yo, don't worry about it. Like the cops are here, but they're looking for a dead body, and that freaked me out even more because I'm like, yo, who died?
Yo, so in Toronto, an anti-masker say that Cherry Beach chainsaw guy destroys their DJ booth. So if you look at this picture, it's just like it looks like a controller set up on top of a table, and it kind of just looks like the dude like chopped off the speakers, honestly, and just like knocked it over. Outside of that, like, I don't know, but let's hear what it says. So it says, whoa, the story of how two blood-covered chainsaw-wielding men came to terrorize a public white camera. Dude, so two dudes, bloody dudes, showed up to this fucking little beach, I guess, in Toronto. And they said that these members were members of the anti-lockdown group. So, like, these people were, like, here to liberate this party of people out there doing what they were doing. You know what I mean? Like, these people are out there, like, promoting basically what they want, you know? Like, they're out there having a good time, like, out in the world, having a fucking dandy-do little barbecue, and they had a DJ going, and these guys were like, fuck that. And came through.
And they were what? They're anti-maskers?
Yeah, bro.
And they're breaking up a party?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. It makes
that's very backwards, right? Wouldn't they be like, oh, hell yeah, get out here and party.
Yeah.
But take the fucking mask off.
Yeah, there was.
Or I'll fucking chainsaw
Yeah,
you
you
like
think-
fucking goddamn Scarface.
You think like they pulled up and they're like, yeah, no, I appreciate the vibes, but there's something wrong and you're in the wrong fucking neighborhood. Take
Yeah.
the mask off.
Yeah. If you don't take the mask off, we'll have to come see you in
No
another way.
This is Cherry Beach, freaking Toronto. So whoa, and there's actually pictures of these dudes. So bro, it's just yeah. So these guys just pulled up, and they basically said,
Have not.
yeah. So basically, they actually there wasn't really even a party there. It was like everybody was like left, and they were like cleaning up, and then they were like,
They were just pissed that the party had ended.
and they showed up and just like,
They were like, why'd
and
you
just-
shut this shit down, man?
yeah, dude, and just cut everything fucking down. What would you do in that scenario? I mean, I feel like technically, like I would have to like shoot.
That's gross.
Yeah, but we just have to make sure that that little visitor doesn't go elsewhere. But yeah, so that'd be wild. I've never had to deal with that. Like I've never dealt with the party getting broken up by chainsaws.
Yo.
You know, like I've
Dude, those
Well,
dudes
it's not-
look
yeah, I
like
thought-
psychopaths.
You said the party had already
Look
been
at the
broken up,
dudes.
basically, right? Yeah. They just
All
want
right,
Whoa.
all right. I hate to sound judgmental, but these seem the dude is tatted to the gills, and they seemed charged.
They were probably
Yeah,
at
honestly,
the party,
no, they
and then they were pissed the party was
nah, dude. They
over.
honestly look. If you look at the photo, they look like they're fucking just super hyped up.
They look like murderers. Dude.
Yeah, they do. They're super hyped up.
Dude, they look like fucking murderers. Which you guys will
Honestly,
see.
if that was like a movie, they would be like the perfect villains to be like popping up to like try to like. They would be like the typical like chainsaw wielding gang members that you would cast for a Spider-Man movie. You know, like they would just like put. That's basically what they look like. Like they are ready to come out and fucking
dude, that
cut you up.
the
and
other
shit.
dude is kind of bloody too.
Yeah, dude. Like that's what they said. They came out bloody wielding chainsaws. Like what kind?
We
of
don't talk about Chainsaw Club.
Yeah, we don't do that shit, bro.
Well, here in the great country, United States of America, the Second Amendment right would have taken care of that real quick.
Dude, so
That is true. You show up.
You know
You
what?
bring a chainsaw to
Yeah.
a gunfight, boy, you're going down.
the Canadians like, hey, what's this all about? What's this all
I'm
about?
sorry.
My guy.
I'm so sorry.
Sorry, you want me to take the mask off?
Well, you can't.
I'm sorry about the party.
You can't shoot anybody in self-defense in Canada. Period.
Yeah, but you know who I bet you wish they had their Second Amendment rights? A California highway police chopper had to rescue an elderly couple who was injured Sunday while trying to flee from an angry cow. The pair encountered
shit.
Dude, the pair encountered a bovine and a calf while hiking in the Lynch Canyon Regional Park in Solano County, and apparently, to them, that cow was like, "You guys need to get the fuck away from my baby. I hear what's been happening. I hear what's been happening in Hollywood, and you're a creepy old person. Stay away from my child."
Dude.
And fuck those old people up.
I've seen feral cows. It's different. If
This
it's
shit is different.
if it's a feral cow, dude, I've seen feral cows at a distance, and they kind of saw me, and I dipped the fuck out of there. Like it was around Lake Hyco at the time, and I was like, yo, I didn't know they were feral while I was interacting with them, but I saw like a pretty well put together skull by the shore, and then I walk up this grassy knoll, and dude, it's a field. And there's cows, and they kind of see me, and it's not like "Mrrr." It's like "Mrrr." They sounded a little bit different and not so friendly, and they kind of started not quite charging, but making their way towards me.
Dude, what's funny is that the old people actually got it was honestly kind of a good thing that this happened, low key, because they got off trail. They just started following an animal path and not the actual trail path, so they could have just gotten really lost technically. And this cow was chilling on this fucking animal path.
Survival of the fittest.
Dude, and these cows were chilling on this animal
Wait,
path.
wait. We have a correction.
What's up?
The anti-mask protesters were the ones having the party. It says anti-mask protesters
This is spicier. Now.
allegedly targeted by men with chainsaws. 2 chainsaw-wielding men have been
broke up
charged
an
after
anti-masker
party.
party.
These vatos-
Anti-maskers at a beach in Canada.
Dude, honestly, these vatos showed up like, you guys not care about contamination?
But they weren't wearing masks.
They weren't, yeah, but dude, because you're operating heavy machinery. It's not
Even
safe.
more reason to wear a fucking mask.
Listen, dog, don't listen about that.
N95 at least if you're carrying a
Nah, dude, those
chainsaw.
dudes were fucking yacked,
Yeah.
and they were just like ready to fuck shit up. Like those dudes came out with a chainsaw, just ready to party. But yeah, but fucking
So they were about to get
Butt
lost,
fucking.
but
yeah.
I
So they were
mean,
about to get lost.
Sorry.
Yeah, so they were about to get lost, and then but these helicopters had to come down and basically like fly down near the cows and scare them away, and the old people had to get into the helicopter and fly away. And can you
Nah.
imagine, dude? If I was that old man, I'd be like, I did not told you we'd take a nice helicopter tour one day. Look at
I
this.
told you.
I told you.
Yo, I got money says they charged them for that helicopter
yeah.
ride.
How much do you think you're gonna charge them for
Thousands.
A lot. I mean,
Thousands.
it's a lot.
They're like, yo, here's a 10 rack.
Ask anybody whose family had to
Thousands.
Ask anybody whose family had to pay for their kid to fly from a hospital or some shit. It's fucking expensive.
Thousands. Evac. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
10 G's minimum.
Do you want some water, Carlos?
I'm good to go.
Do you
I'm-
want some water,
I'm-
Brent?
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
I'm golden. It's time, Aaron. I think. Oh, I'm airing out this story. I'm airing out this story right now. So, are you ready to go for this? There's a story that you brought up to me about eyeballs.
Oh shit.
Do you want to talk about it?
Yo, that shit freaked me out.
Okay,
Oh my
so
God,
so hear me out, bro.
Hold on.
This comes from the Toronto Sun. So shouts out to Canada again for giving us some more content. Yeah.
Canada's wilding, but we're
Canada's
not moving.
fucking going nuts. So woman
Let
who
me take an on-site trip to Florida, and I'll have some information.
woman
We'll see what's going on there.
who gouged out her eyes while on meth receives prosthetic eyeballs. So a woman who gouged out her eyes while high on methamphetamine in 2018.
Beautiful girl.
Dude, yeah, she's actually pretty.
She thought the world was ending and that she could stop it
By ripping out her
by
eye.
pulling her own eyes out. She literally gouged her own eyes out with her fucking nails.
That's so
Dude, I can't even get like eyelashes out of my fucking eyes. Like I have such a weird thing about people trying to get near my eyes and shit. Oh my god, on meth.
My
Never.
eyes are
And
kind of
she said
watering up.
She said she was hallucinating. Like she was having hallucinations that like shit was coming out of the sky and falling to earth and that she could stop it. And
Dude, yeah, but she's
Her psychotic episode ended with tragic results.
dude, yeah, so they
Fuck,
but
dude.
they
Yeah,
gave
you're
her-
damn right. You ain't got no more
I
eyeballs,
love
girl.
writers.
Dude, there's a
Yeah.
a customer that we delivered to the other day who they were like, yo, don't drive on this person's driveway because they're like giant meth heads, and their son led the cops on a 3-county tractor chase. He stole a tractor and took it on a 3-county fucking chase, bro, and was just like, fuck y'all.
He's like, Jerry was a race car driver.
Yeah, dude. So
Yeah.
meth is crazy. So those dudes are. That chick was ripping her fucking eyes out on that shit, bro. Like,
ugh.
so I wonder what she said about it. So here we go.
Well,
Dude,
yo,
this is actually happening.
But
Yeah, so she's from South Carolina.
yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, we could probably get her on the show. But she's turned to Jesus now.
She has?
She's a born again Christian, and doesn't do meth anymore.
Yeah, she's attending to get her high school diploma. In
I've learned a
associate's degree.
decent amount of Braille, and I can cook, use a stove. Oh God,
Yeah, see
with
what,
no eyes.
Well, but she's got the prosthetic eyes now, so she's excited about people not being freaked out.
man,
by
I'd
how
be
she-
pissed if someone who like was around me didn't tell me my shits were crooked. Like,
Oh.
you know what I mean? Or like, is there indicators that she can
It's
tell?
like one prosthetic eye is like you pop it out and it's cool. It's like a parlor trick, but both?
Yo, you've never known anybody with a glass eye?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
One is
Yeah.
reasonable. I have.
One is reasonable.
God-
Two.
It's
Oh.
just
Get
it's,
on
it's,
out.
It's
R.I.P. Sandy.
no, it's just,
Three?
it makes it bums me. I have a prosthetic third eye as well because I lost my regular ones.
Yeah, that shit
That's
was wild.
fucking.
I always thought
brutal.
it was fucked up that when they put Sandy Duncan on Scooby Doo, they didn't draw in the glass eye.
The glass eye.
Yeah. Y'all see what they're doing in England? What they did for their first, like, they're starting to do concerts and shit. This one company put up like 500 risers for these people to like sit down and like enjoy the show at a safe, socially distanced.
Are those like the memes with the Stone Cold shit?
Dude, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, but low key though, we would disrespect the hell out of those things. Like, no way that Americans would stay in those things. They'd be, you
They
can't
would-
confine me to this. They would literally.
They would be
set- dude,
destroyed. It'd
no,
be
you
a
know-
pile of rubble, dog.
No, you see the little fucking hallways, like the little
Lanes,
whatever,
the
the little
lanes.
lanes.
It depends on who's
Yeah,
playing.
people would sit in those lanes and be like, I'm not sitting in that. I don't know.
You ain't gonna keep me in a cage.
Yeah, it depends on who's playing. It honestly depends on the audience. Straight up.
I suppose so, dude.
I'd
I
be
think it-
reckless.
I think
I
it
would
could
be.
work
I would
for-
be like. I would be stone cold in it and be like,
Like if Michael Bolton wanted to go and fucking do a concert. I
Jimmy
think he could
Buffett did a
probably
concert.
get away. Yeah, if Jimmy Buffett
if Jimmy
might be able to
Buffett
get
did a
away with
concert,
it.
I'm getting belligerent. If he comes anywhere around me in this recent timings, I'm getting
Nah,
belligerent.
what? You're afraid of birds. You can't be a parrot head.
Yes, I can from a distance. I appreciate birds. I think they're really pretty animals. I'm just terrified of them.
Noted.
It's a deep-rooted fear.
Noted.
But yeah, but they're just like in these little platforms. But I realistically do not think that we would be fucking chilling in that. I think people would be just like hanging out outside of them. It would just kind of be like a home base kind of deal.
Damn it,
It's like, yo, I'm going over to Joe's station over here.
Yeah.
dude. The Hurricanes.
He's got Budweisers.
What's up with the Hurricanes?
What are the Hurricanes doing?
Dude, the Bruins.
They're down 2.
To who?
It's 2-1 Bruins.
Their goalie quit.
Who?
Bruins
Who's goalie?
goalie. He straight up just
Dude.
straight quit.
Dude, I got
Good.
Bubba with a sports player that he didn't know about.
What?
I got him. I was like, we were talking about sports and the Hurricanes because they're in this playoff series with the Bruins and they did win a game, blah blah blah. And I was like, dude, fucking Urbe, and he was like,
Oh wait, what? He
He's
doesn't
like,
remember Urbe?
he didn't know about fucking Urbe, Arturis Urbe.
Urbe, like where you can like bid on stuff?
Yes.
Yeah, Urbe.
The Latvian
Urbe.
version.
Urbe.
It's the Latvian version. But dude, Urbe.
Shouts
he
out
led
to our
them-
sponsors, Bear Dance Market. I'm about to do the Four Winds Hemp.
4 wins.
The Four Winds Hemp. We love you so much for Charlotte's gift. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, but keep going.
But the Hurricanes are down, and we gotta. It sucks because I like sports. I'm a fair weather sports fan. Twan knows about the sports stuff, but yeah, Twan knows about the sports stuff. So what's the hot take on the NBA bubble?
Yo, are people?
Do you watch
Has
it?
anybody gotten sick yet?
Shouts
No,
out.
dude.
No.
No.
Dude,
That's
they're
good.
still crushing it. You're not watching?
No, I haven't been watching it.
I think Dana White set
What's-
up the best
what's-
island. He has
oh.
an island. He has a fucking island. That's the best
Yo,
bubble there is.
no, for sure. No, Dana White's
He has-
promised to
The,
get an
NH
island
the,
and do
the
UFC.
NHL is
That's,
killing
like,
it too. Do you know how the
definitely-
NHL is running it? They have 2 play sites in Canada,
No,
and everybody gets tested when they got there, and
No,
blah blah blah.
I'm
They
just-
have 2 places they play in Canada.
Well, Jerry
is
Jones.
how the NHL
Jerry
is
Jones
running.
says if he will have people in his stadium. Jerry, that's but
I don't think
that's
that shit's
crazy. Jerry
happening.
Jones.
I mean,
But
a
he
bunch of
says he
dudes
will
have opted
people
out
in
and
his
shit.
stadium.
People are opting out
I mean, personally, I don't really give a fuck.
about what?
Well,
You don't like sports anymore?
there's
Who are
just a
you?
bunch of
I thought
bullshit.
we grew
No,
up together and you were
there's a bunch
fucking
of
into it, but
bullshit
it's all.
going-
Well,
no,
guess what? College sports are fucking done
there's a
too.
bunch
So
of
what are you gonna
bullshit
fucking
going
do?
on with my team.
Yo, fantasy
and
football's
it's
coming
like, you know,
Yeah, how?
up. What do you mean? How? I'm already signed
Dude,
up for 2 leagues.
I mean, I feel that,
I
but
won-
like,
I
there's a
won my
lot of
last se-
good
I won my last
producers
league
that
last
have
year.
opted out
What for fantasy?
from playing.
Yeah.
There's players opting out the season and shit. But I
That's
mean,
true.
the NFL is going to be hard to pull off, dude. It's the travel
I
that
know
gets
it
them.
is.
That's what happened to fucking baseball and shit, you know? It's like these dudes were traveling and mad people, like a couple teams have come up.
They all got private planes, or most of them have private planes. Some of them do not.
But even this extended travel is still what's getting them, dog. One person fucking faking it or like been like, oh, I'm alright.
You can't fucking fake it. Like that's
No,
why the
not
NBA has
faking-
been able to do it.
Not faking it. I'm saying like somebody being like, oh no, I'm fine.
You had one.
Yeah.
You had an Instagram model that like was trying to be like, oh yeah, I got invited into the bubble. There's been other people that have been, in there and shit.
So you don't be watching no sports. What about
No,
your silly golf
No,
game?
I've been watching.
How's golf going? How's Tiger fucking doing?
No, it's a young kid named Colin Morikawa who just won the PGA
Aw.
Championship.
How do you say his name?
Colin Morikawa. He just won the
Where's he
PGA
from?
Championship.
I was
He
about to
just
say,
turned, like,
Papitos,
he's a
don't try.
Young pro.
Okay.
He went to Cal. He's from Cali.
Mark. Wow.
Yeah. Oh, all right.
Oh, he's a
alright.
bro for sure.
Yeah.
Actually, I mean,
My
he might
hair-
not be from Cali, but he's
Do what?
with-
My hair has been a different color every episode since we've done this.
Yeah, it is.
Dead ass.
Yeah, it has.
But yeah. But yeah, so that's basically I don't know, man. That's how I feel about my fucking hair at that point. But you want
And then it's gonna keep getting a little bit crazier as
Yeah.
it goes on.
yeah.
Yo, it's not that I don't give a fuck about sports. My Hawks aren't in the bubble. I watched the Atlanta Hawks in the NBA, and they're not in the fucking bubble.
Why is that?
Oh, but
Well,
what
because they're
about
hawks and they got talons and bubbles are sensitive.
Well, I mean, it's just like it's like they're on par with Orlando, but then the only reason Orlando's there is because they're fucking Disney's team. They're in the Disney bubble. They're at
Come
that's
on.
where they're doing the game.
Come on.
That's why they're doing it.
Come on.
Yeah.
But they just weren't chosen, and so I mean, and then the NFL, it's my team, the Red Sox.
Are you
is
doing-
kind of
How do you
like
think?
in the middle of some
How do you
bullshit.
think that Cam Newton's gonna do with the Patriots?
I think Cam Newton's probably gonna
Get cheated with?
I think he'll probably do okay. I
Yeah.
think that Bill.
I
Bel-
think
I think Bill Belichick will do okay with him, but I don't think that he'll ever. I don't think he'll be their starting quarterback. I think that he'll come in and like
No
win
way.
a couple
No way.
games.
I think
No way.
They're pressing him way too hard. They're
No
they're
fu-
spending too much money on press on him.
I was
For
about
him.
to
That's
say,
true.
there's
That's
no
fair.
fucking way
There's no
he's
way
not
he's
first.
starting.
Yo,
first,
that
yeah.
article that I read where it was like
The young kid, no, dude, it's not
Dude,
a competition
dude.
for starter. It's like, dude, he needs to do good because he's fucking
fucking-
starting.
Yeah.
He
Like-
is like, this
You
is
can't argue
an
with the stats.
audition.
You can't
Have
really
they
argue
come
with
out
the
and
stats.
said that?
No, because Aaron, he had,
have they come out and said it? That he
Because-
is starting there. Have they come out and said it?
because he has an incentive-based contract.
Yeah, I know he's got.
They
an
haven't
incentive.
said anything whether or not the other dude's starting either. Look into it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like I said, they're spending too much money on him for him not to start, and they're giving him too much press for him not to be an essential player on their lineup.
Yo, he's like, I wake up mad.
I'm still gonna draft him if I can. Yeah.
Dude, I'm a fan of my boy C.J. Newton.
Yeah.
I like him.
Yeah.
He was a really good rookie.
I've
it was
never hated on
was,
Cam.
It was so exciting to watch him play football for the Panthers, and I enjoyed it. So I'm not a fan of the Patriots, but I'm going to root for the kid. I hope he does good.
Fuck the Patriots.
I don't
but
know.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just sports.
Dude, hey, sports team guy, score the
Yes.
points.
Yeah,
Yippee.
Yeah, honestly.
Blue team sports.
You know what's great about me winning my fantasy
love
league last year
broccoli.
too? Is I fell asleep during the draft and my shit auto drafted and I won.
Yo, see, that's why
Were
your
we in the
kids need to
woods?
get into
No,
sports.
we were in Pittsburgh
Oh yeah.
and we fell asleep watching TV after we ate some pizza.
You
I
can-
said, were we in the woods? You're like, no,
You
dude,
can make some good
not
money.
that time.
you can make good money betting on kids' sports. That's why your kids need, get your kids
Dude,
started
I
in
heard
sports.
about that actually. Somebody was telling me about that.
What?
Dude, yeah. So somebody, I'm not gonna mention who, but somebody was telling me that they would totally bet big money on their kids playing
Dude,
sports.
why not?
If their team was good, hell
Fuck
yeah.
it, why not? Talk some shit to another parent and then
see, I'd
just
counter
like,
bet.
yo,
I'd also counter bet
would you
against
put
my
a
kid
100
against-
bet? You put 100 on it. Put 100 on it. You said your kid's some hot shit. Put 100 on it. And then
Nah,
fucking-
it's
In
like if
ATV
your
racing,
kid,
Annabelle's down. I'll give her $100 down on it. 110cc race engine class.
dude, let me enter that race.
dude, that's why. That's why you need to. You need to get them into some organized
I'll
sports.
get some weight cutting in and let me do it.
Sorry, sweetie. I need you to take the hit this week.
She's like, but I'm 1 win away from nationals. I'm like, take the hit. You can be a champion next year.
Listen, this is gonna set the family up for a long time, okay?
This is generational wealth.
And then
She's
she,
like, what's generational
and then
mean?
she-
I'm like, it's a necessary
no,
duty.
then she agrees. Everything seems to be going right, and then she can't do it.
Dude,
Nah,
she just,
dude.
She just like
Nah, she-
literally she's just like letting off the throttle, and then she goes, no.
Nah. Fuck that. She does it, and then 20 years later, there's a really sad ESPN Plus documentary about it.
And I'm just like in a wheelchair, being like, she could have had it all.
Yeah, it's a 30 for 30.
It's a 30 for 30, and I'm like, she could have had
Yeah.
it.
Dude,
all.
I still haven't watched The Last Dance, and I need to start it. Was
that,
it good?
Does that have
Good.
Patrick Swayze in it?
Good. Yes.
Is that the one about Patrick Swayze?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good, man. Is that the one he's like in the lake and like the chick jumps?
Nah, but Carmen Electra's in it.
You ever tried that?
Yeah, I've done it.
Yeah, I'm not. It never. Chick always hits me in the face.
I've done it.
No, I'm kidding. But
She
yeah,
was
I've heard
she was
about,
a very petite girl.
But that was when Carmen Electra was in that. Wasn't that because he showed up to go get Homeboy
Dennis Rodman.
and Dennis Rodman
Yeah.
in Vegas?
Yeah.
Yeah. See that. I heard a lot about the documentary, man. But
But dude, a lot of this content is all owned by Michael Jordan, right? Where he let there's old footage and shit where he was allowing and maybe funding this camera to follow everybody around back in the 90s, and
Well,
he
he knew.
owned the content,
He knew,
and then
dude.
they made this documentary is where he released it, and
All I
then
know is it was
told the
very,
stories.
very flattering towards Dennis Rodman.
dude,
It was
yeah.
extremely flattering towards Dennis Rodman.
Have you seen the
Dennis is
players
the man.
reacting to the documentary? And they're like, "Yo, I have a wife," like, and like shit like that, you know. I'm like, "Yo, like he
It was at this
spilled
moment
the beans
where
and not
Bryant
give a
knew.
fuck."
Oh
He
no,
fucked
no,
up.
that is one. That's one thing that I guess people learned about Michael Jordan is he's a fucking snitch.
Yeah,
I mean, I think it's pretty documented that he's
I wish I
a
had the
degenerate
He's like, we-
gambler too.
Dude, I was literally about to say that. I wish I had the racks to
Oh,
gamble
we've
with
always
him.
known that.
Yeah,
We've
but that's
always
been
known.
that's always been a
That's-
thing.
that's
Like
a
when I lived in
well-known-
Wilmington, that was like a really big thing that people always said that he would just like gamble on golf.
Nah, back in
like,
the day,
He was
no.
he's a member at Eagle Point.
Yeah,
Dude, listen to this. Back in the day at the Jimmy V Gala, when he would actually be there, because I worked for a company that did some stuff back when they used to have it. Nah, he wouldn't be wasted, but he would be, dude, talking crazy wagers for the Celebrity Golf Classic, like gambling.
Like yo,
And then,
20,000 down
dude,
right
one
now.
time, him and Shaq at the Jimmy V Gala in North Carolina, they got into a bidding war over a Mercedes golf cart,
Oh, good.
and
That's
it was
gangster.
worth like 15 or 20 G's, and they ended up getting it up to like 60 or 70 or something insane like that.
like, I can't even fit in it.
No, dude, it's a ball. And they were like talking about.
gonna use it as a roller skate. Shaka like
He was like, sorry, Chuck, you ain't getting a ride on it. He said, sorry, Chuck.
Yo, you will not bash Charles Barkley on this show. That's terrible.
That's what he would say.
Yo,
Hate on Charles
Let's
Barkley.
talk about this Mike
It's
Tyson
a
fight.
Give him a
great
break.
feud. It's a great feud.
Let's talk
though.
about this
Right.
Mike Tyson fight.
Dude, at
They're
the
trying
end of
to
the
make
day,
my-
no,
thought he fought a shark.
Charles would beat up. I think at this point he would win in a fight.
He outbenched him.
Beat
Yeah.
who
That
in
was
a fight?
bullshit.
Who
dude.
beat who in a fight? Charles Barkley.
Dude, that video was such horse shit.
Wait, who?
That was. I
Hold
I
on.
did more
Who-
research about
who
that.
Would
It
beat
was
him,
horse
Who
shit.
would beat who in a fight? I'm a little lost here.
He says that
Charles Barkley-
would beat Shaq in a fight.
Now.
Now.
In a fist fight? No way.
Yeah.
Shaq is
I have a-
incredibly
I
fit.
have a hard time believing.
Shaq is way more consistently fit.
I want the underdog to win that battle because
I mean,
the man just doesn't have any ground to stand on.
if that
So I want him to stand
no,
on
like,
me.
dude. I'm in the camp of where I feel like in the world, I think we should give him an honor. In a world of honorary degrees, I feel like we should give him an honorary NBA championship.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why I want him to win, because it would be the will of not having a championship and then Shaq just being like, Chuck, you never,
And he
you
just
never
comes up,
finished.
"Yeah."
He's like, you never finished. You never finished
Yo,
it.
Shaq would never live down getting beat up by Charles Barkley.
Well, I mean, obviously, dude.
Can we
It's
talk
the
about old
ultimate-
celebrities fighting? Can we talk about Tyson?
Yo,
though?
I want real celebrity deathmatch.
I would be down for that. But I mean, it's becoming more common now. Like Logan Paul kind of made that of a thing. Like, you know, he's just out here just boxing whoever will fucking fight him. And so, like, you know what I mean?
Who the fuck is that?
Dude, he's a YouTuber, and he literally is just fighting.
Whatever.
He's a so he's like got enough YouTube clout that like people would actually do it with.
Dude, he
Dude,
does
he was
pay-per-view.
on a pro card fight.
Yeah. Like, he's actually out
He
here,
was
like,
a main
training.
event. He had like a legitimate,
I think they're gonna-
decorated like undercard fight under him.
I'll do some research on this, and I might be speaking crazy, but I think he is the undercard for the Tyson fight. Him and somebody else are opening. They're doing the first fight.
Yeah.
What is Tyson fighting?
Dude, Mike Tyson is fighting
Who is Tyson fighting?
Roy
Jones Jr.
Yeah, Roy Jones Jr.
Really?
And Tyson's going to eat him up. And you know how I know this? And I'm not saying just because of all the videos of him punching and doing shit like that. No. There's a video of him crying on his podcast being like... being like, hold on, let me get some water for this one. being like, I changed my life. I changed my life to not be that man no more. And sometimes I'm scared what happens if that man comes out. And I'm afraid what this fight's gonna make that happen. I'm afraid this man's gonna come out. That man is gonna go through a psychological break and kill
Dude, he
him.
was hypnotized
I
and
know.
shit, dude. Like
he was straight
he-
crying. He was like, I'm just afraid of that
he
man.
has such an insane life, dude. Like I've listened to a bunch of his podcasts, and he was on obviously on Joe
Joe
Rogan,
Rogan.
but he was on with Uncle Joey as well.
Yeah, that's
And
right,
that was like
Costa.
a crazy one, dude. He had an insane life growing up, and dude, he's a fucking savage. And he did turn a corner somewhere, and it was when he smoked a bunch of fucking DMT, dog. He was like, yeah, that stuff off the back of the frog. And he was like, dude, that's what he was talking about on Joe Rogan, like smoking mad DMT.
Yeah.
Oh, word?
Yeah. Oh, dude, he's tripped bowls. Mega bowls. when is this fight, my guy?
I don't know, but now the World Boxing Association is requiring them to wear headgear, which I think is a smart thing because low key, they're down
their
to brass tacks.
50s.
They're old ass men
They're in
that
their
shouldn't
50s.
be throwing blows at each other like that. And look, I'm trying to tell you, dog, Tyson's gonna eat him up, and I would wager money on that.
You need to watch some Roy Jones Jr. highlights. Because we don't know what... I mean, Tyson is a devastating animal.
Yeah, but I'm paying to watch that, and I think I'm gonna try to get a projector screen for my yard for
Dude, the gray beard doesn't really do Tyson too much good.
that shit's coming right off.
It needs to come off
Yeah, it's coming
ASAP.
yeah,
Unless he's got something just hide on there, that thing needs to go.
yeah.
Wild.
Your beard doesn't need to go. It just needs to be blonde.
Blonde. I'm thinking about that too, just making it all blonde.
What are you doing?
I can't reveal too much just yet. But there's a special guest coming to a special event that I'm going to, and he's from a special town.
Well, look. The eyebrows,
Mm-hmm.
they need to be yellow. Like your hair.
I can always dye him back.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, we're taking the brows.
I honestly
we're
think
taking we're
Yeah,
taking
that-
we're
look,
taking the brows. There's no
a-
discussion about
there's
it.
a good chance that if you shaved it off, they would come back natural.
I wouldn't shave off my
But there's
eyebrows
also a
because
good-
I'm not gonna be posted up in my house straight cholo vision with drawn on eyebrows for like fucking.
No, we're
a
not gonna
month.
shave them. We're just
He
gonna
was saying,
dye
but if
'em.
I shaved them off after I dyed them, that they would come back black. And I'm like, yeah, sure, but I'm not gonna be drawing on my eyebrows, dude, because I would draw some like really thick boy eyebrows.
No.
The pencil
no,
thins.
No, you need a very surprised tia.
Or I would do the
Oh.
squillium. I'd do the squillium tentacle and make the wave like. And I'm like,
Little Carlos would be like,
he'd be like,
Squidward.
Squidward. But yeah.
Bumba?
So yeah, but you got anything else?
I guess. No.
No. Yeah, me neither. If you want to follow me, You could follow me at Don_Alvarez_music on Instagram. You could also search us by searching Sloppy Talk Podcast across all social media platforms. Also, where you can find us is createmusicart.com, where you can keep up with all of our videos, events happening with Create, all the articles that are wonderfully typed and written up. And also, if you want to email us any wonderful articles, anything you want to dispute about, anything you want us to talk about, hit us up at sloppytoppodcast@gmail.com. Brent?
Chuck of Nasties on Instagram.
Yeah, and on that, folks, we're going to take it out on our normal outro. Here is Nasty.
Every week, I should be going up, I still don't know enough. Every week, swear I'm on my shit.